Look at that lens. Smudgy. Hey there, it's James with Carp's Bees, and we have gorgeous weather today. It's warm out, it's like 70 degrees, almost no wind, rare in Kansas, so it is time to get out and inspect the hives. I don't know what to really expect today. I need to just get out there and take a look and see where things stand. The bees have had some intermittent chances to get out and fly, do some of their pollen gathering, etc., etc. There's one right here saying hi. So I don't know what to expect, but based on what we find, we may go ahead and add some boxes, do some queen excluders. Gonna have the smoke ready, so we'll crack open a couple of the hives, see how it goes. You know, in a best case scenario, we would start to see some egg laying and some good resources in there. I'm not too optimistic about that, but if we do, we might have an opportunity to actually start doing some splits. So that would be super exciting. I have the 4-frame nucs that I want to get set up, so if that can happen, that would be a really good start to the week here. So so anyway, we're gonna get the tractor, we're gonna pull it around, we're gonna get some of this material loaded up, start moving it back to the apiary. And we'll check out a few other things along the way. We don't know what we'll find, but we'll find it together. So let's go. Alright, first thing after getting suited up is we got to get the smoker started because we're going to be cracking open some hives. And they will get ticked. They've been a little ornery all week. So we still got a lot of that sugar in here. So I think I'm just going to pull it out. That's from winter. Get all this paper off. Spring cleaning, bees. Looks like they propolized this a bit. I'm not sure why. Maybe the paper. Alright, moment of truth. Let's take a look inside. This is the Hope Hive. Hive number 3. Checking for queenie here. Making sure the queen bee's not on the inner cover. These look like a bunch of baby bees. See how little these are? There's some bigger ones over here. That's a big one. But these are some little bees. Alright. This is where they're going to get ticked. So we look inside here, they've really made a mess of things. Trying to fill in this gap. Look at it, hauling around the sugar. So what I want to do is just pull a couple frames out and see how things are faring. See how it goes. Oh yeah, so they basically built right up against the wall. Let's see if we can get this out of here without completely destroying everything. Still have open comb. That's good. No queen on this one. Let me go grab a holder. We installed a second box after cleaning up the lower box for Hope. Installed a second box, and after cleaning up what was quite a mess that the bees had made in the lower box, basically building comb across frames makes it really difficult to do inspections, check for disease and all that stuff. So cleaned that up as good as I could, and then put some drawn out comb in the upper box from one of the dead outs, so hopefully that'll get them rolling into the second box. They're really strong and active, so that's good. They look healthy. I did see the queen, so she looks good. And then, you know, this is just for feeding, but pretty soon we'll be able to put a honey super on here once they get a little more built in the second box. So on to the next one. Okay, so this is the second dead out of the season. I haven't had a chance to get in here. We did Athens before, but this is actually the mega hive. This was the experimental double deep hive, if you remember. So I just started doing some preliminary examination. Doesn't look like it was diseased. Looks like they were just too small and got too cold and with too much space, is my guess. So we can take a look at some pretty sad pictures here of some dead bees as we pull out these big old double frames. And my guess this will be just as depressing as it was when we pulled out Athens. So again, they hadn't built out probably enough space to be successful. So that's a lesson learned. Going into winter, they need to have more built out. So I'm not giving up on this design because I think it has promise. But yeah, this is going to be a sad affair. Yeah, just look at frozen in time, dead bees. Sad, sad. It looks like they just froze to death. I don't see any signs of any kind of disease. These are little bees. So maybe they didn't have time to bulk up, or maybe they were born, or they could be dried out a little bit too. But this is all good comb. And then here's going to be the two next ones are going to be awful to watch. So huge frame of comb. The bees were all at the top, huddled up, trying to stay warm, and ended up freezing to death. The queen might be in there clustered somewhere. Just sad to see. Pretty bad smell. I've heard people talk about that. It does stink. So you want to get this cleaned up. Get as many of the bees out of here as you can. Somewhere in the middle of all this is probably the queen. And they'd have done everything to save her to the very end. So fat bees in here too. So that's interesting. This was one that I had in here that didn't have the double deep frame. They just kept building though. Of dead bees. Oh my. So maybe it wasn't that they didn't have enough bees, just too much space. That's probably it. I'm seeing 0 stores. So they've cleaned out, either they cleaned it out or the robbers came in and cleaned them out. One or the other. This actually looks, maybe it's at least as big as Athens was. There is some pollen stores in here, not much though. Just a bit. Athens, because there's a pile of bees at the bottom here. Sad days. Resources in here. Great looking comb. So whoever gets this next will have a nice little head start. sight. A lot of dead bees down there. But Mega Hive's ready for new occupants when the time comes. First problem I see is I have a leaky bucket. Oh, that means they're going to be sticky. The bucket just leaked all over. That's terrible. I'm gonna be drunk with sugar. So we're checking for Queenie. Never know. Nothing here. Fat bees. Actually, I'm just going to set this one aside. This is the one that looks like it might be surprising. Oh. Fooled me from the top. A little bit of honey. How about that? Seeing if there's eggs. Not really. Oh, more honey. So they're getting the ball rolling here. They've been busy. Look at that. Set this one out here, no queen. Double check. That should be up here. Well, maybe. I don't see any queen. This would be Elizabeth. That's an outside frame, so be curious to see what they're doing on the inside. I got a rubber band. Oh, a little bit of honey. Just taking a quick glance for the queen. No. Also looking for eggs and not seeing eggs, but there are small bees. Keep going. Light frame, but lots of bees. This is one they built themselves. Tiny little bits of honey. Some, oh, there's some eggs. again, looking for queen. Looks like there's some laying going on here. Again, lots of room to put resources. Yeah, there's some eggs on here. A candidate for a split. Get them up, built up a little bit more. Gooey. Of course, the one I grabbed that I need the tool. I'm going to do a split. Found the queen, so Queen Elizabeth is in there, and then found a frame of eggs and some resources, put it into our 4-frame nuke. I'll show you that a little bit later. Well, it's the first split, so there you have it. So let's go and move on to Egypt, and hopefully this camera doesn't crap out. So what the plan with Egypt here is, I don't like this angle configuration where it's going like that, so I'm going to turn it so it comes out and alternate. But this is Egypt. This is what we're going to do next. We're going to actually just do a quick inspection and see how things are looking there. They pulled out a lot of dead bees, had trouble getting them off the landing board, so helped them out yesterday. So we'll see how Egypt's doing. You know, if it's strong, maybe we split it. I don't know. I'm kind of doubtful about that, but let's check it out. So the other issue is this table slants this way just a little bit. So I want to make sure any water flows out of this hive. So that's the other reason for turning this. But it's going to make inspection a little more difficult because you'll have to come in from the back. So we'll see how it works. If not, we'll turn it back. So. They are on their feed, and it's not leaking. That's good. Not like the last one, it was leaking all over. So just looking here at the inner cover, bunch of bees. That's good. Woo, that's tight. Ooh, really tight. How much would I bet I pull a frame up? Ooh, yeah. I don't know what they did in here. Try a twist. Yeah. Okay, it's actually checking for Queenie. Good sign. And they're really active, building. It's good. Fat bees. Holy smokes. They're big bees. Alright. Don't see the queen. Oh. looks like we got nothing happening back here. So they have not built out completely. Frame 2. Same situation. No queen. And like I said, they're pulling out a lot of dead bees. Okay, I actually left. Interesting, I left the frame out. Probably I couldn't fit this back in. Maybe I see why now. Let's see. Oh. I see pollen, I see big old chunk of honey. Look at that. Pollen. Looking for Queenie in here. I doubt she'd be in here. But maybe. Can't split it if we don't find the queen, by the way. Have to see her visually. And isolate. Oh, an isolator. Well, that big old chunk of honey just fell. Guess who's gonna get that? Me. Make sure Queenie's not on here. Oh wow, alright. I'm gonna save this for us. Where do we put it? There for now. Wow, we might. This is a problem. I'm gonna set this. Woo! Look at that. They're making honey. Got a brood in here. This is good. So new bees are coming. See the other side. Just packed. Yeah, this is basically a double wide frame. And I see why I couldn't do much with it. Just because it's so thick. And with the brood in there, you can't extract it. So, just let them keep doing their thing. It's fine. It's fine, fine, fine. See, they actually built up against the wall. Oh wow. Hopefully this doesn't collapse. Oh, it's gonna. So we got a whole section of home. And of course the queen is right on it. Son of a gun. Get off there. Alright. We need her to go. So Cleopatra, good to see you. There she is. But we want her to go down. There you go. Okay, got her off. So we gotta actually put this in. To a new frame. So this is an opportunity if we wanted to split or we smoked we could. This is a chance. Let's put this over here. Wow. More honey. It's just full honey. No eggs. Just honey. I got a plan. Gonna split. Let's go get another box. So we went ahead and split Egypt. Found the queen. They had tons of resources, tons of eggs. So why not? That's what I think. So now, once again, we got to resecure some comb. So to do that, we pretty much know the piece we got here. This right here. Looks like it went out like this. Ooh, issue, we got a crack in this. So hopefully they'll rebuild that nicely. We're going to put a second box on here. More propolis, bee epoxy. turn this hive around, but real quick. First, little spring honey. First of the season. Hey there, it's James with Carp's Bees, and we have finished up the first day of spring cleaning and hive checks, and we were not able to complete them all. It took a lot longer than I thought. You know, coming into the second year of doing this, it's kind of exciting, but you just have to get, you know, re-familiarize yourself with all the different procedures and little mistakes you can make. So I'm trying to be ultra cautious. In addition to that, some of these hives were pretty messy, so the bees have basically, you know, built their own way like bees will do. So we had a lot of cross-connecting comb, especially in the hope hive, which was the first one that I looked at. So, you know, that kind of stuff can slow you down quite a bit. Good news is we were able to make 2 splits. So we made a split from the England hive over here, and we also made a split from the Egypt hive. So found the queen in both. They look great. Cleopatra still had her mark, which is kind of cool. And then we were able to turn the Egypt hive here to face inward. What we had was just a slight slant where water was piling up in the back, so we wanted to fix that. So but we're able to split out of there. And then also, so we had the hope hive inspection, we had England, and we had Egypt. So tomorrow or Monday we'll get into the Rome hive here, check it out. Constantinople over there, and Seni, which should be exciting because this has been a powerhouse hive. I'm really curious to see how things look. And that'll pretty much, oh, we have the Valkyrie way in the other quarantine apiary. We'll check that out too. Although I don't see a lot of activity, so I'm thinking it's pretty weak. So we'll find out though. It's kind of exciting. So good first day of hive inspections. Was able to get a couple splits. Split into the 4-frame Nucs. So this is a big experiment. First time doing it. Watched a lot of videos. Talked to a lot of people about it. Hopefully I have the right types of frames that I've selected to be in there. I know that in some parts of the country people are actively doing that right now, so, or have been for some time, so hopefully I'm not too early or too late to that process, but hopefully that'll speed up building up the apiary and getting us to where I really want to be, which is some really nice honey production. So there you have it. Smoker's still going, letting that cool off on that brick. I'm gonna go take a look at the 4-frame Nucs for you real quick, so let's head over there. So here's our Valkyrie hive, which is probably the weakest hive out here. Kind of surprised they made it through winter. I'm eager to get in there and see how they're doing. So, but as far as the 2 splits we made, you see number 10 here and number 13. So number 10's coming out of the England hive. So that's a split out of there. And then over here, number 13 That is a split out of Egypt. So again, it's these are 4-frame nucs. I'm kind of eager to see how this works out. I noticed that the buckets are just a little too big, so I think bees can sneak up in the sides of those. So switched over to these old M&M canisters for the other one, and you know, hopefully that works a little bit better. So we'll have to either use quartz or these, something different like these M&M canisters, but to feed them. So just really don't do entrance feeders on these. You can see the setup here. The idea is to get, you know, a queen built in here as quick as possible, and then rehive them into a bigger hive and have them build from there. So we'll see. I don't know if this is robbing or fighting or what's going on here, but I think these bees are just getting acclimated with their new environs, and we'll see tomorrow how that goes. So, all right, day 1 in the books. First spring cleaning, really. Hive inspections, all that good stuff. So managed to make 2 splits. That's kind of exciting. Cleaned out our mega hive, which was a dead out, and so that was a little bit sad, but you know, good news is there's lots of great comb in there for whoever the new residents are. So we're using these 4-frame nucs here to quickly build up some hives. We'll get those rehived once they have queens into some bigger hives, and they can just start building honey. So as you can hear the buzzing, there's a lot of great activity out here in the apiary. So hey, fun, exciting day. I'm going to call it quits for now. We'll come back out in the next 2 days and finish up the other half of the inspections and go from there. So this is James with Carp's Bees signing off until I talk to you soon. Bye.